Hello there, welcome back to The Bleeding Truth. My name's Sally McNally. I'm the Irish midwife.
And I'm Brigid, Sally's daughter.
And we're in the same room. Yay, I'm so happy.
I know we haven't recorded an episode since the very beginning in the same room.
Yeah,
so
this is Brigid's home, and we came to visit her here in Texas. And it's great fun. I'm really enjoying Texas. Yeah, I've never been to Texas before.
Yeah, so this is an episode to get Sally's first, review of Houston.
First impressions. Really nice. I really like it. First off, I love the weather. It's got this lovely warm breeze and...
Well, it's October now.
It's October. But it's beautiful and big puffy clouds. I love the clouds. It kind of reminds me of Ireland.
Yeah.
Like it could rain at any moment. That kind of feeling.
Right. I mean, the humidity is better than it was. So normally, at least earlier this summer, it was hot. So you came at a good time.
Yeah. And Brigid's here in a suburb of Houston.
It's Missouri City.
Yes, lovely. And it's really nice. There's loads of trees and she has a wee lake close by that we've been going around walking every day.
Yes, yeah.
So nice, yeah.
So I had made like a schedule of things for you to do.
Yeah, and that was one.
Go around the lake. I wanted you to see Galveston, which is, anybody is familiar with Houston, there's like the southern coastal bay of Mexico that is just this island strip, and it is very interesting.
It's so nice.
It's weird, it's like
the
warm
houses
water.
Are built on stilts in case there's flooding, but the houses are beautiful. These beautiful houses up on big stilts, and the water's so warm. It was 75 degrees.
Yeah.
Which in the water.
It's not that warm. It's not like super, super warm, but it is different to the California beach.
And we broke 3 buggy boards.
Yeah, 3 of them. Well, we didn't break
Johnny
any.
broke 2.
Yeah, Johnny.
And her boyfriend, Jan, broke 2.
They were old. But yeah, so took you to the beach.
Mm-hmm. Really like that. Galveston, and Johnny was playing that Campbell song, Galveston, Galveston. So we all know the words of that now.
But yeah, it was really nice. Wanted to just get you to see. We're still actually haven't seen that much. We're doing a skyline view of Houston today from like Central.
But we're doing that on the way back to the airport because we have to go back to Ventura, California now, and we're very sad. I want to take her with me. But we had a great fun the other night. We played this game called Cash Flow. If ever any of you are interested in real estate or anything like that, and there's 2 realtors in our house, so of course, perfect game for them. And I won.
Yeah, Cash Flow is actually a really great game. Robert Kiyosaki, he's an author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm going to mention that because that's a really good book.
Yeah. Okay, link that to the bottom.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's a really good book about finances, basically.
Yeah,
and how to view your money.
It was like being in money camp. It's like if you...
She actually put me in money camp
when you were little. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's how I learned how to like save for certain things instead of just have my savings. So.
I know.
But that was great.
That was really good.
But yeah, the game Cash Flow, it's basically got like a concept of you need to make your passive income greater than your total expenses. So you have to make right decisions in investing and stuff. So it's a fun game.
It's really good.
And she crushed us.
Well, Jan, he nearly beat us all, didn't he?
But he took out too much of a loan. And it took him too long. No, I caught up to you.
Good.
Yeah. But that's a good game. Definitely, if anyone's interested. What else did we do? I surprised you with something.
With the kitten. Oh my gosh. We knew she had one kitten because she rescued it from California and brought it here.
Yeah.
And now she's a second kitten. Oh my God.
We got the kitten, its own kitten, so they're not alone.
Very sweet. They're very sweet. But they're a male and a female.
Yeah. And neither of them are neutered yet, so we can't leave them alone.
Yes.
But they're
But
cute.
they're very young.
Well, what happened was we were trying to just go and play with the kittens, and we thought, we wanted to maybe get a second one, and
Yeah.
the adoption place was like,
Yeah.
well, it's free to just take him home for a sleepover. You can
Yeah.
have him for like a week and just
Yeah.
see if it's a good fit. And we're like, sure, we'll just take
I
the
wonder
cat.
where she got this from.
Yeah, so
Johnny said I'm not allowed in a pet shop on my
no,
own.
she's not allowed in a pet shop. She'll come home with a turtle or a
Yes.
frog.
Love frogs.
Yeah.
And you have frogs here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
There was a big bullfrog last
Yeah.
night.
So
But,
cool.
yeah, so now I've got
A
two
really
kittens.
exciting thing we did. We went to see the NASA Space Center. Oh my gosh. Wasn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
No, that was my first time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There were some of the real shuttles that went to space, and we got to like walk around and really get a close up look at what it was like inside the cockpit. And oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it was really good.
Yeah. They have
They had a big
SpaceX rocket.
747 and the space shuttle on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were very excited to see that. And one of the reasons why it was so exciting for these guys here, Brigid's boyfriend's dad is an astronaut.
Yeah.
And they're from Germany, but he flew for Russia.
Yeah. He had 2 missions. He went up, I think, in the 90s and then 2008, which isn't even that long ago. But
no.
yeah, so.
But his picture's up there on the wall.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
They moved to Houston, I guess in the 90s also because of the location right next to NASA.
Yeah.
So actually, we didn't even talk about it, but that area of Houston is very space oriented. Like there's a lot of former astronauts and just people that work there. So going to school, at least what it sounds like is it's not even that weird.
Right.
Like to us, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Right. But for them growing up in that area, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
There's kids that like go to school on the NASA like campus because
really
of their
great.
families. Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool. There's like,
but you could see where they would have been like in those tiny little shuttle parts that would land.
right. That's the scary part to me.
Gosh, like strapped in these little tiny seats, and then their little areas for eating.
Yeah.
And the dried food and
Yeah. We actually have some, because Hans has given us a handful of like their food. So we have a bunch of the packets. Actually, that would have been cool to grab.
I wonder how long that lasts. Probably like
a long time.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Dried,
really
like,
interesting stuff.
Freeze-dried stuff. But yeah, that was fun.
But for me, the most exciting thing is being in the same room as this guy. I love you.
Aww. Yeah, I've missed you. I really wanted you to come out and just experience it because, I feel my perception of what Texas was like before coming was so different. I mean, I had visited once or twice, but like San Antonio is very dry and like flat. There's not, I mean, there's nice areas too, but that's the only area I had been to.
Yeah.
And Houston's like so different.
Yeah,
it's very
great.
like tropical almost because of the humidity. Everything's green and like we're in an older neighborhood, so it's big trees and all the neighbors are super nice.
I can see why a lot of people would come to move here because it's much cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's really nice. Yeah. I know there's a lot of Californian people starting to move here, right?
Yeah. I get a lot of comments. They're like, you didn't go to Austin?
Yeah, right.
But there's a whole feud, between California and Texas. So for work here, I use a Google Voice number.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So I have a Texas area code.
I see. Oh, gosh.
But
everyone I've met so far have been just super. Really nice.
Yeah. I mean, the people are normal. Yeah. Everyone's pretty normal.
Yeah.
But that's the Houston stuff.
We did want to talk a little bit about health matters, of course, because this podcast is mostly about women's health. And something that came up in the last year for us was really made us think about our own health as women. We had this vendor going through our office and they said, hey, would you like to do your a genetic screen for free because you're one of the providers? And I said, yeah, sure, why not?
Right.
So it was one of those where you like spit in a little bottle, you get some of your saliva and they take it away. And I'm thinking, what could be in there? Nothing. So lo and behold, I get a result back saying that I'm BRCA gene positive, which is BRCA, breast cancer positive. And they sent me my results, and it said that I'm 87% likely to get breast cancer in my life, and 67% likely to get ovarian cancer in my life.
Right. So not that you have it right now.
Right.
But that you're prone to getting it. Like epigenetics, if circumstances.
So any of you women who are listening to this, it's maybe a good idea if there's breast cancer in the family or ovarian cancer in the family to get screened. This is a genetic screen.
Yeah, it wasn't too expensive. I did it.
Yes, of course. Once I knew I had it, I'm like, Brigid, get it done.
They won't screen anybody just if you want to know. But if you know somebody who is positive
or
in your family line, close female relatives, then they'll screen you. And all I did was like a DNA swab.
Yeah.
And I did it completely virtually because I'm here in Houston now. So I did the genetic center in California, but I just did a swab, and thankfully mine was negative.
Yay, I'm so happy.
So that is good.
And I have 5 sisters, of course, and they have a bunch of daughters as well. So I've encouraged my sisters to go get tested too. And so far one has got tested and she's negative. Yippee.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're all negative. But then what do you do if you find your BRCA gene is positive? Well, first you should always have your mammograms every year, especially women over 40 every year get screened. And if you're under 40, if you're younger than 40 and your BRCA gene is positive, get screened.
Right.
Get a mammogram. And
they recommended to you, I don't know, she's not on board with this, but they recommended that you could even just get your breast removed just to avoid the chance.
Yeah, breast and ovaries.
I mean, that's scary.
I'm not quite there yet. So I did.
That's if you really are like do not want to get it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like, of course. But.
Like I do kind of like don't like the statistics they gave me. So I kind of want to focus on the 13% chance that I won't get it. Because I'm vegan, I'm a yogi, I try to reduce my stress.
I mean, you don't drink anymore, you don't smoke anymore for a long time, so
for a long
you're very
time.
healthy.
Yeah.
So
what to do? Well, get screened, right?
Yeah.
Breast mammogram and a breast ultrasound. That's what I've had so far. And they're also recommended that I have a breast MRI. So that's like going right down into the nitty gritty to see if there's anything deep in. And also pelvic ultrasound to view, the ovaries.
Yeah. And she's saying that.
And I got all of that done. No, I can't. But I got all of that done, like about 9 months ago. And so far, so good. But I'll keep you informed, okay?
Yeah. I'm worried.
Well, I'm going to talk with a genetic counselor, and maybe once I've done that, that might be another conversation that we could have, and be more information that maybe we could share. Because I'm learning this as well as I go along.
Right.
I mean, it is women's health, and all of my patients, I'm all writing scripts for their mammograms and their ultrasounds, and it's like an everyday thing for all of the well women exams and stuff. But when the spotlight's on your own health, it's an unusual thing. It's like,
isn't it always like nurses are the worst patients?
The worst. We're like, sure, maybe I'll have another year before I need to do anything.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's not funny. But
anyway,
what would you do right now though if you had it?
If I tested like positive for, well, of course I'd probably have whatever they suggest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel worried about me? Don't.
Of course.
Don't be worried.
Well, it's also, I mean, I'm glad I got tested because my concern is if I'm positive, then I have a 50% chance of passing it on.
Right,
to my
there's
kids,
that
right?
too.
So
Or
even if I'm
50%,
fine,
yeah.
you could still pass it on.
Yes. Yes.
The way that, because I met with the genetic counselor, and the way that they described it, I'm probably going to mess this up.
No,
but
go ahead. This is great.
There's like 2 copies of the gene, and for you, one of them is the mutation. So that's why you're positive.
Yeah.
So when you create me, I get one of those copies. So either I have the 50% chance of getting the mutated one or 50% chance of getting the fine one.
Yes.
Of that. There's like 1 or 2 genes.
So happily.
And then I got the good half.
That's so good. So hopefully all my other sisters will be negative if they get tested. And hopefully this conversation is being listened to by some woman who needs to get tested. Or even if you don't want to go and get the genetic test and you're over 40 or you have breast cancer in the family, go get a mammogram. It sucks to get a mammogram, I know, because they catch your breast like this and they squeeze it between 2
Oh, is that what happens?
kind of metal sheets. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
I wouldn't have much to get in there.
I've had patients who had breast implants, and they're like, I'm not going to do that. But it doesn't affect the breast implants. If
Do it if it could help.
You got to do it because it can be life-saving.
That's scary.
Right? The sooner you catch it, the better. Girls, come on. Let's look after ourselves and be strong and healthy so that we'll be around for our grandchildren.
What we should try to find out more is like, what are the things that would make it more likely for it to...
Smoking, if you're a smoker. Right. Stress.
Great. Probably bad sleep. This is not looking good.
Bad diet.
Oh, well then you're fine on that. But yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll continue this conversation at a later date when I have more information. And who knows where it's going to lead to. But, right now I'm fine. I'm really strong. I'm really healthy. And I could do a handstand here for you if you want.
There was something else that I wanted to mention regarding that. Or you said something really funny last time we were talking about this.
Probably, sure.
I don't remember.
Death is the ultimate adventure, isn't it? Isn't death the ultimate adventure? When you think about it, we don't know what it's going to be like.
She's excited.
I'm not afraid of it, right?
Okay.
Like I'm not going to be one of those people. I hope, like in dying, saying no.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like jumping out into the unknown.
Not yet, please.
Not yet.
We got to write your book.
Yes, we will.
There's a couple more episodes we need to record.
Yes, we have a book we're starting to write. Well, I'm writing it and she'll edit it.
Oh, God.
Sorry. She wants to fix my grammar, but it's my accent.
I think we need someone else to edit you, but
maybe. Anyway.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to talk to me about?
I just wanted to do an episode while you're here because
it's kind of fun. It's like you're having a little chat.
I mean, we've definitely I started a new job a couple months ago, and that has slowed us down.
Yes, I know.
So,
but tell us about it.
I'm an investment realtor.
Yeah.
So I work with investors that want to flip homes or do rentals, buy and holds. Mm-hmm. And the company that I work with, New Western, we have like an acquisitions team. So they basically acquire properties and I sell them. So that's the basics of what we do. But I'm loving it.
And can anyone invest in it?
Sure. I mean, it's all experience levels. I don't want to do like an ad for anything. Yeah. But it's very straightforward and streamlined. So it's like even if you're just getting into investing, you can do it.
It's so great.
But like
learning the ropes and
yeah.
That's so great. I love to hear all about it.
Yeah. She's heard too much by now.
I know. I'm enjoying it.
But yeah, it's been really great, and like especially just getting to know Houston. Like I've already been getting to know it since I moved earlier in the year, but just so much more. Like it's massive.
Yeah,
growing up in Ventura, it's tiny when you think of it. I thought Ventura was big, but like Houston's just so much. So
big. Even the airport. Was that George Bush's airport?
Yeah.
We came in there.
George Bush's. It's just called Bush.
We came in, Johnny and I, and it was like midnight when we got in, and oh my God, we couldn't find the exit.
Oh yeah, that was actually...
We walked like 2 miles before we could find the exit.
We didn't even talk about that. Like, we were late.
Yes, I'm glad you were late.
You flew in and landed like 45 minutes early.
Yeah.
We left like 30 minutes late, and you just got so lost in there.
We just went for a walkabout.
We ended up making almost perfect timing. You were only waiting outside for like a couple minutes.
So interesting. It was so quiet. It was so eerie. And I was following Johnny because his legs are this long, and he was like, and in the end, I'm like, he's getting lost, and I'm following him. So in the end, I said, stop, let's get our bearings.
Oh God, yeah, traveling with you guys, it's not fun.
And we found the exit.
Not fun.
We're old fogies now. We're allowed to be weird.
But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else that we could throw into this episode?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot. We've got 2 more Sisters series coming out.
Oh yes,
that's been really nice.
Yeah, it's
those
nice
episodes. I know they're not like the most popular episodes, but it's more for us
yes,
and for
them.
You to spend time with them,
yeah.
like one-on-one.
Yes.
I thought that was.
Oh, we were all on our best behavior, me and the sisters. There's other stories that could be told, but
they'll be in the book.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, really good. And we have we're continuing, of course, with our powerful women stories.
Yeah.
Very soon we'll have an episode on home birth midwife.
Yep. Yeah, that one's still coming out.
Yeah.
Gotta edit. Apologies, I'm very slow at the editing.
It's all right. You're doing great, Brigid. You're doing great. And then we have an interview coming up with a woman who had a traumatic birth.
Yeah.
Charity. And that's going to be very interesting for a lot of you
I'm
women.
excited to talk to her. I don't know anything about the story, but...
Yeah. And hopefully then later in November, we'll have a conversation with a pelvic floor physiotherapist. And there's like numerous women that have approached me and said, I want to talk on your podcast. And
so thank you guys.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
It's so
and we're
sweet.
getting that all organized and getting dates and times.
Yeah. We're just trying to spread it out more too, because it's, just because of how much you work.
Yeah.
Like, she only gets like every other weekend off.
Yes. Yes.
So we're spreading them out, and I just love that we're doing it still. Like, the way I look at it, I'm not trying to like have the biggest podcast ever. I think it's just really cool that we have, our stories documented, and even if only a few people are listening, I don't even care. I'm just like, I just enjoy it. So.
I know, it's a really nice way for us to connect. And, you girls out there, you might have a daughter living in another state or something. You can just like start. This is so easy, just record it.
Well, the editing's hard, but it's fun. Yeah. It's more us. Like, you like to do something different too. So,
yes. Yeah. I like to be creative.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And you guys are so nice to be there listening to us going on and on. And so maybe the next time it'll be our home birth midwife, Sarah. She's really interesting, giving us some great information, stuff that I didn't know, what you would need if you were going to do a home birth. What a woman should have in her house.
It's
ready.
A gutsy thing to
And then what
do.
the midwife would bring to your house. Yeah. It's so interesting. Yeah. All right. So take care of yourselves, and remember BRCA gene. You might talk to your OB-GYN, your midwives, and see if that might be an option for you.
You got to get like a recommendation from your doctor to go to a genetic counselor. They need like a referral. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
all right.
And happy October.
Yes, happy October. I love October. I love November. I love this time of year.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I don't know. I think I'm working, so I'll probably be a midwife.
I need a Halloween costume, so
I need a t-shirt that says "Call the Irish Midwife." I have one.
You do have one.
I'm going to wear that.
Be a leprechaun. Okay. So if you guys are still listening, thank you guys so much. Please make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're listening on Apple, please leave a review because that really helps our content. And looking forward to the next one. I wish we had more in-person ones.
Love you.
Aw.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
So thanks again for listening. We really appreciate it. And if you like what we're doing, give us a bit of a review on Apple. That would help us so much. And if you come across a subscribe button, press the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything.